guys, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you guys are. So today, our topic is regarding flying abroad, or if you're planning to go somewhere and you're going to use an airlines. And this thing that I'm doing today is based on my experience. So some of you guys will probably never encounter this, never experience this, but for me, this is what I have experienced from going from one country to another in Europe. So we flew from Toronto to Barcelona, and we decided that the flight that we had was a multi-city flight. So we came from, like I said, I came from Toronto to Barcelona, and our return flight is from Brussels, Belgium to Toronto. And the area that we're going to in Europe is 4 countries or 4 cities. So we went from Barcelona going to Lisbon, and Lisbon going to Madrid, Madrid going to Paris, and Paris going to Brussels, Belgium. And we took a regular airlines, or I call it regional airlines or small airlines, to travel from intercity or from another country instead of taking the train. So nowadays, since the COVID came, a lot of changes. The airlines have so many rules, changes, everything, and it becomes now so expensive. Or some, if you get lucky, you get a discount flight. So today, like I said, today our blog for today is about the hand carries or luggages that you guys are going to bring, or what the airlines are doing now. And Europe, I'm telling you, it's very, very strict. Again, it depends which city you're coming in, or you are landing or outgoing. So when we went to coming from Toronto, they're not as strict, so we'd be able to get away with 1 or 2 hand carries and off we go. But when we arrive in Europe, they are really measuring, and they are really gunning on everyone that's carrying a hand carry. So I'll give you guys the different examples and different sizes for a scale. So my aunt was carrying this type of suitcase. It's a hand carry. It's a square. I forgot what I have to measure this. What it is look like. Okay, so I'm gonna use my glasses because I am blind. So let's do this. So the regular size of this is 15-inch by 13 or 12 and about 8 inches. So it's 15. The height is 14 by 15, and so this is what it is. And most airlines now in Europe are using their measurement for hand carry-on. So if you guys are going to Europe, this is the size now of mostly hand carry-on. So you would be able to, before you get into the plane, if you get lucky and you did not get measured, then go for it. But most of the time, they're very strict, and they will literally put your luggage in those hand carry-on measurement container. And if your bag doesn't fit on that, you have to check in your luggage and pay between 45 euros to 100 euros. Again, depends on where you are going. So this is now the size of most hand carry-on. So I was carrying my hand carry, which is this one. This is a regular hand carry that before you could be able to get away with. And also the weight. If they say to you it's only up to 8 kilograms, you better be prepared that your hand carry is less than 8 kilograms. Because if it's over 8 kilograms, they will ask you to remove it, or again, check it in and you will pay for it. So this is my regular hand carry. If you really look at it, it's not much of a difference from this as a scale. So it would probably fit like this. It's not much, maybe there's about 3 inches, the difference between the height, but this one will not fit anymore to the hand carry measurement that you will be able to put on. I'll show you why. Because of the wheels, the height of this will be able to get in to that measurement. But because of the wheel, it will not fit anymore. Another thing that it will not fit is, if you can see, this is thicker. The measurement now is this thick, which is about maybe 6 inches, 5 inches, 6 inches. That's how big the measurement for the hand carries on. So this one now did not fit to that measurement that they were using. So I have to pay 45 euros for this to check it in. And because it was also 10 kilos, because this is where I put all my cameras, all my equipments, batteries, my medications, also my toiletries, because you know how it is, even though they say small stuff, by the time you put it in, it will be really, really heavy. I'll show you guys what it looks like, my hand carry toiletries that I have that made it so heavy. So right now, I'm going to travel again. So I have everything in cube, but this is what it looks like on my hand carry, on my toiletries. So just this toiletries alone, actually it's not that full anymore because I'm only gone for 2 days. But because we're gone for 21 days, I have to literally pack this for 21 days toiletries. And by the time I pack this, it will be now three, just this alone will be 3 kilos to 4 kilos just for all my toiletries. And then if you add all your gadgets, everything, shoes, that alone would be, before you can get away with hand carry. And then in Europe, because a lot of people traveling from one country in a smaller plane or smaller engine, a lot of them carry hand carries, and you can't get away with hand carries that's more than 10 kilos. So this alone is more than 10 kilos just for this tiny things that was put in here. Doesn't even have the shoes yet. So this was put in as a check-in because it becomes now too big for a hand carry. A lot of planes that being used since the COVID too are a lot smaller. The cabin area, the handles. So if you really put this sometimes like this on the head over cabin or head over overhead cabin that you can put, sometimes this could be protruding. So you have to put literally like this inside in order for this to fit. And most hand carry, the rules is that the hand carry luggage should be able to either put under your chair or fit on the cabin. And this will not fit on anywhere under your chair. I'll show you guys. This, my aunt brought in, could not even fit on any under chairs to put it in. This will not fit. Because the life jacket is under the chairs, so this will not fit. So the only way you can fit into the under chairs to have, just again, to get the scale. You see this? This is a grocery bag. This is the only way you could fit it in if you get lucky, if it will fit under the chair. And all the planes now, I'm 4'8", very tiny. When we flew from planes.That from Toronto to Barcelona, I have a problem with my knee. I was such in a lot of pain because even though I was sitting on an aisle, I was sitting angled because the chair and my legs is almost hitting the other chair in front of me. I had a fellow passenger that was over 6 foot. I felt sorry for him because even though I was not annoyed that every time he moves, he's hitting my chair as if he's kicking it, he's not literally purposely doing it because he was so big that every time he moved his knee, it's literally banging on the back of my chair. So he literally has to take out his legs to be able to fit. And that 7.5 hours, 8 hours flight was really painful. So again, if you want to put something under the chair for storage, this is how it's gonna fit on most chairs, and you literally have to squeeze it in and really lug it in. So if you have a hand carry or personal baggage or a personal bag, this is how big you should be able to carry when you go on an airplane. Another scale is, this is the backpack. So if you're carrying a backpack, this will be able to fit under the chair. Maybe. If you are a middle seat or close to the window, the under chair storage is a little bit big, so you would be able to squeeze it in like this or squeeze it in like that. But if you are at the edge of the chair or an aisle seat, there's only really tiny space of that under chair storage. Literally, you have to fold this backpack in order to fit on that. So that you guys need to be aware of what you're carrying on now, because before you can get away of carrying so much and occupy all the overhead storage, but not anymore. And if you are not fast enough of coming in because you think that, oh, I have a seat anyway, I don't have to hurry in line because it's all assigned seat. No, if you are not fast enough to line up to go to your chair, chances of you having a storage above your seat is gone. Because sometimes by the time you get in, all those are gone and you ended up maybe, get lucky, be able to find a storage on the back of the plane or on the back wherever you could find, or they will ask you to say, hey, you need to check that in with no charge. So they will let you check in with no charge, but that means you don't have your stuff. And there's another one that as a scale. I bought this one because, again, I overshot. So this is the same size as this, but now it's thinner. This will fit onto the hand carry measurement, but only this side. It will not completely fit in to get in because of the wheels. So now, just for a scale, you need to have a smaller in order, again, like I said, to fit onto that measurement, which is this size. Because if you have this size, it will fit, but then it will not fit on the measurement because of the wheels. Those are the things that we need to be aware now if we're traveling abroad. There's another scale that I want to show, a backpack. This is a backpack. This will fit onto those measurements, okay? Because it's not too wide or it's not too big, bulky, and it's also just the size where it's supposed to be. This will fit on top of the cabin, but it will probably, maybe, will fit underneath the chair storage if you are in the middle seat or the window seat. But if you are on the aisle seat, this will not fit under the carriage, under the chair's storage. This is another bag that, as an example, that would be able to fit if you are sitting in an aisle. Because you literally just have to do this and then squeeze it in and off you go. They will not allow you to have anything loose on top of your body or close to you or you're holding it. It has to be everything stored either on the cabin storage or the top storage or underneath the chairs. So these are the things that we have to be really, really mindful when we're traveling, so you're not getting stressed opening up your luggage when you're checking in. Another thing too that I've noticed with a lot of airlines in Europe is that if you check in online, which is fine, which is a lot of people are doing, they can get away with not measuring this. So you're going to say, oh, I don't care because I'm not going to check in personally on the line anyway. I've already checked in through my phone. I have my share, I have my ticket, everything is electronics. Not really, because the one that you're going to have to encounter is when you're getting into the plane. We're talking about physically when you're ready to go to that plane, and either you get lucky, you're the first one who come in and the staff are very sharp, or trying to have a power trip or whatever they want to do. You might end up saying, sorry ma'am, your luggage is not going to fit onto that measurement. You need to check it in with no charge or with charge. Again, depends on the mood of the staff. They would say to you, you need to check it in, no extra fee, or I'm gonna weigh it in and then you're gonna pay this amount. That's where you're gonna have a problem when you're getting into the plane. Not when you check in, not when you went to the TSA, to customs, everything. You will have a problem when you're ready to go to the plane. And then when you go to the plane, by the time you're sitting in your chair, your area where you're supposed to be fighting to have your luggage get into the plane is gone. It happens with us. We flew from Barcelona to Paris with this suitcase, and this suitcase. My aunt has this kind of suitcase, identical to this, just different color, and she had a backpack and a personal bag. So this is what she had. She had a similar bag like this big, a backpack, and this. This is now considered 3-piece. You're supposed to have only 2-piece. Your personal bag and your hand carry. So now you're using, she has, because we've been shopping, her backpack is now full, this one is now full, and her personal belongings is too full. This now are considered three items. So you might ended up again paying for one, or if you get lucky, you get away with it. And what happened with us is we got stopped, and we got away with it during the checking in and getting our tickets. But when we are in transit from Copenhagen to Brussels, now that's when we ended, because we have a layover for 1 hour. Even though it's the same exit we're going to, it's the same plane we're going to, we have to get out on the plane. So all the new passengers coming in would get in, and even if the same chair for us, we have to get out. And we got stopped. And we told them that, how come you did not stop us? Or when we were in Paris, everything is good. And now you're telling me we have to pay for this? And yeah, even though we were willing to pay, by the time everybody's inside and only 3 of us was outside left, because we are now trying to check this in, check that in, and the only way we could carry is 2 pieces, small 2 pieces. Everybody is inside and we are the only one. And technical issues happened, and finally the guy said, you know what? For this time, we're going to let you in. After those 35 minutes trying to shuffle and trying to explain to them why we are the only one who got stopped, everybody got in. They have a bigger luggage like this, bigger that. Why we only one got randomly stopped, I don't know. But who knows? They're doing their job or whatsoever. And after 35 minutes fighting with them, not fighting, trying to explain to them, I was willing, I took out my credit card, I was willing to pay, and suddenly the system is not working. So she says, you know what? Just for this time, you can go in and bring your stuff. Well, we are on the front. We are number 4, A, B, and C. We couldn't. We have the seat, but we couldn't put our stuff close to us. It has to go to the back because everything now is full. So again, like I said, it's the inconvenience. You guys have to be very careful, mindful, so you don't have to experience what we did. And hopefully that would help people that now airlines are starting to track down or starting to have everything be charged. Everything is being charged. From snacks, before you can have snacks, when as soon as you take off, you can be able to do things. Everything now is you have to pay, and they don't accept cash too. Everything is by credit card. So again, our blog for today is about hand carries. Next time, I'm going to tell you guys about buying discount fares from a third-party provider. That's another things that I experienced, that we learned, that yes, it's inconvenient, yes, or it's convenient, yes, it's good, it's a good price, but there's so many things that you might not be able to think about it once you're there and experiencing it. That's when you're going to say, what the heck I was thinking. Okay, anyway guys, thank you for watching my channel. So hopefully this will help you. Again, airlines now are changing all their hand carries. You really have to only have 2-piece, one a personal bag and one hand carry, that no more than 12 by 15, because that's the new hand carries that they're measuring. Anything that's this 20-inch or 18-inch is no longer. Some airlines are still allowing it, some airlines are not, but it's better to be sure so you're not having inconvenience or being stopped before you get into the plane. Have a good day, guys. Thank you, and see you soon. Bye-bye.